we'll take roll very quickly. Let's see, Councilmember Parker, Bradford, Cash, Ellis, Hill, Horton, Coopin, and Spain present. I don't think I missed anyone. Excellent. Well, first on our agenda is public comment. We had a sign-up form. We had one person on the sign-up form, that is Joy Andal. And so we will go ahead into public comment. I believe you get two minutes. And if you'll approach the podium, I will turn your microphone on. Ms. Andal, if you'd please introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, I'm a vulnerable pedestrian, and I'm here tonight this afternoon in favor, asking for a unanimous vote on 2024-257. Vision Zero is a global initiative aimed at reducing fatalities. I spoke here 2 weeks ago, and less than 14 hours later, we had another fatality for a right turn red for somebody, a pedestrian that was following the rules of the road. I'm asking you to vote in favor of this study that they've asked for grant funds for, because there have been several fatalities recently on Old Hickory Boulevard. And I believe that all of the public safety is very important. And it may be time that we start putting red arrow lights for right turns, but this area specifically needs to be studied. And so I ask everybody to vote 100% unanimous in favor. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Were any members of the public present hoping to make a public comment but not able to sign up beforehand? I'm seeing none. All right, well, that will conclude the public comment period. Thank you. I see Councilmember Allen has joined us. So as it stands, I've got everything on our Transportation and Infrastructure Committee meeting on the proposed consent agenda. Are there any items that committee members would like to remove from the consent agenda for discussion? I'm seeing none. I'm going to read the captions of the entire agenda, which is currently on the proposed consent agenda. I apologize. On item number 7, we have a substitute. That item will not be on consent. All right, so for the consent agenda, committee item 1, RS 2024-257 by Porterfield, Parker, Welsh, and others. This approves an application for a transportation planning grant from the Tennessee Department of Transportation to the NDOT to determine strategies to support improvements in traffic flow, safety, mobility, and overall efficiency of the transportation system. Committee item 2 is RS 2024-258 by Porterfield and Parker. This approves an advanced transportation technology and innovation attained grant application from the U.S. Department of Transportation to NDOT to establish a comprehensive advanced transportation management system, ATMS, featuring transit signal priority, TSP, along Gallatin Pike to help alleviate traffic congestion. Committee item 3, this is RS 2024-259 by Porterfield and Parker. This accepts the term of a cooperative purchasing master agreement for curb management technologies for NDOT. Committee item 4, this is RS 2024-260 by Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan government to enter into an interlocal agreement with the city of Goodlettsville for the transfer of the Liberty Lane service area. Committee item 5, this is BL 2024-190 by Coopin, Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the grant of an easement on various parcels of property comprising a portion of the existing Nissan Stadium campus and approving the grant of a related easement by the Sports Authority for the same purpose. Committee item 6, this is BL 2024-191 by Porterfield, Gamble, and Parker. This grants a franchise to Unity Fiber LLC to construct, operate, and maintain a fiber optic communication system within the Metropolitan, Nashville, and Davidson County under the provision of Metropolitan Code of Laws, Title 6, Chapter 26. Committee item 8 by Spain, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan government to negotiate and accept permanent and temporary easements for the Newsom Station Road Stormwater Improvement Project for 2 properties located at 8411 Highway 70 and 8511 Newsom Station Road. Committee Item 9, BL 2024-194 by Taylor, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to negotiate and accept temporary and permanent easements for the Torbit Street Stormwater Improvement Project for 13 properties located on Clifton Avenue and Torbit Street. Committee Item 10, this is BL 2024-195 by Bradford, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public water pump station and easements for property located at 1 Terminal Drive, also known as MNAA TARI Pump House. Committee Item 11, this is by Bradford, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public water main and easements for property located at 1 Terminal Drive, also known as MNAA TARI RWM. Committee Item 12, this is BL 2024-197 by Toombs, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at 2405 Monticello Drive, also known as Monticello on site. Committee Item 13, this is BL 2024-198 by Coupin, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing public sanitary sewer mains and to accept new public sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 901 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Committee Item 14, this is BL 2024-199 by Hancock, Gamble, and Parker. Authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manholes for property located at 445 Neely's Bend Road. Committee Item 15, this is BL 2024-200 by Parker and Gamble. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes and to accept new public sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes for 2 properties located at 2801 and 2803 Dickerson Pike, also known as Dickerson Pike Townhomes. Committee Item 16, this is BL 2024-201 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes and to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assembly, and sanitary sewer manholes for 2 properties located at 3414 and 3416 Park Drive, also known as Clarendale West End. Committee Item 17 by Parker and Gamble. BL 2024-202 by Parker and Gamble. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assembly, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements, and to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assembly, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for 2 properties located at 651 and 660 Joseph Avenue, also known as River Chase Apartments. Committee Item 18 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes, the bill number. Committee Item 18, BL 2024-203 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer forced mains, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for 7 properties located on Sam Donald Road, Split Log Road, and Secret Acres Lane in Williamson County, also known as Calistoga Section 1. Committee Item 19, this is BL 2024-204 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes for 2 properties located at 4030 Whites Creek Pike and Whites Creek Pike Unnumbered, also known as Cherry Grove. Committee Item 20, BL 2024-205 by Eslick, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing public water and sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manhole, and easements, and to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at 1102 Robinson Road, also known as Clemens Crossing Townhomes. Committee Item 21, this is BL 2024-206 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at 1808 Gallatin Pike, also known as Equinox Rivergate. Committee Item 22, this is BL 2024-207 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing public sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole and to accept new public sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 1021 South Street, also known as Alta Rochelle. Committee Item 23, this is BL 2024-208 by Bradford, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public water main and fire hydrant assembly for property located at 1300 Donaldson Pike, also known as Donaldson Pike Industrial West. Committee Item 24, BL 2024-209 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manholes for property located at 2374 Rocky Fork Road, Nolensville, in Williamson County. And committee item 25, this is BL 2024-210 by Greg, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept a new public sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 1738 Lebanon Pike, also known as Tempo at Creek Mill. So those are the items proposed for the consent agenda. Does anything need to come off of that proposed consent agenda? Councilmember Allen, you're recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I just have a question about RS 2024-259.
Which committee item is that?
I don't know.
Is it on second
3 or 4?
reading? 259?
Yes,
Okay, so we can just pull that off consent if you'd like.
that's my, yes.
Okay, we're going to take item 3, RS 2024-259 off of consent. Anything else need to be removed from Councilmember Bradford? You are recognized.
Thank you. Item number 7.
Thank you. I believe item 7 has a substitute, so that's already going to get pulled. Any other items need to come off our consent agenda? Okay, seeing none, if we could get a motion and a second on the consent agenda, please. All right, properly moved and seconded. Any discussion on that motion? All right, all those in favor of the proposed consent agenda, please say aye. Any opposed? Any not voting? Okay, we approve the consent agenda. That'll bring us back to item 3. This is committee item 3. It's RS 2024-259 by Porterfield and Parker. This accepts the terms of a cooperative purchasing master agreement for curb management technologies for NDOT. Can we have a motion on the resolution? It's been moved and seconded. I will go to Councilmember Allen for any questions or discussion points on this.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a question about how much flexibility this will leave us. I mean, I'm just looking at what we're doing right now for musicians and making special provisions for them because that's important and it's our unique situation. If we do this through a master purchasing agreement, does that diminish our flexibility to manage our curbs as we need them managed?
Thank you. If we could get someone from NDOT or the administration, I see Brad Freeze. Mr. Freeze, if you'd please introduce yourself, and you are recognized.
Yes, Councilmember. My name is Brad Freeze. I'm the Deputy Director of the Nashville Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure. Got to get all that out. So, yes, no, this does not limit what we can actually use the technology for, if that's what your question is. It can be used for other to support other enforcement and other needs as far as our curb management. Right now, it is strictly targeted for managing loading zones, but that is a potential in the future, and this would not limit that.
Thank you. Any follow-up, Councilmember?
Just want to have that on the record. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Mr. Freeze. Any other discussion on RS 2024-259? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any not voting? Thank you. And our last item, we may get out of here by 3:20, which is our scheduled end time. Our last item is committee item 7. This is BL 2024-192 by Porterfield, Parker, and Ewing. This authorizes Metropolitan Department of Water and Sewerage Service to enter into a license agreement with Cumberland River Compact for the installation and maintenance of the Bandalong Bandit litter trap in North Fork Ewing Creek at 3426 Brick Church Pike. Do we have a motion on this? It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? We have a substitute in here as well. Councilmember Allen, you recognize.
Thank you. I think the substitute is just to change it from a lighter trap to a litter trap, which we did before a year ago for some reason. So hopefully we can get it fixed in our record. So I move the substitute.
All right. Can we get a second on the substitute? All right. Any discussion on the substitute? Seeing none, all those in favor of the substitute? Any opposed? Any not voting? All right, thanks. And if we could get a motion on the bill as substituted.
Move the bill as substituted.
And a second, please. All right, properly moved and seconded. Any discussion on the bill as substituted? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any not voting? All right, we recommend approval of the bill as substituted. And that concludes our committee's business for today. Thank you.